while my laser cutter is taking its sweet time cutting the templates out, I want to talk about moving the shop around. Basically, if I want to roll this out under here, it's a huge pain to move everything. I got ventilation going outside, and right now the temperature is 14 Celsius. I can't change it. Believe me, it says 14 Celsius on there, and so it makes this place a little bit cold. Now, I almost this on fire the other day today, because I had to dampen the cardboard and I forgot to turn on air assist and it lit the whole thing up. So that was fun. But what I'm planning on doing is once I get rid of this, like sell the whole unit as a whole, either online or Facebook Marketplace or something. I don't have Facebook, so I might have to use a friend's or something like that. I want to move this whole setup where the projector is, and then I got secondhand with Epson ultra short throw projector. It's not super high quality, it's not to watch movies, but I'm gonna put on the shelf and it's going to project down here, and this will be the cutting table dedicated. So once I get it calibrated and stuff, I'm gonna put in my Leather CAD software on the second screen, and it'll be coming through the projector and it's going to project down here, and then this will be back over here. And now benefit for this is it's right next to the door, which goes outside. I can ventilate this out to the door, and it's a shorter path. And plus all the electrical, the power, there's a plug right back there. You can kind of see the metal pipe that leads to power. That's where the mains is. Of course, I have to do extension for the projector, but I could definitely do that. Reasons why I have issues with the laser cart. It's a 55 watt. Well, on the listing it's 40 watt, but it says 55 as the model number, so maybe that's what it is. But 40 watt doesn't matter. It don't cut that well. And if I want to get something more powerful and spend like about $600, I could get something secondhand for less. But the point is, it's still in an enclosure like this. And it's such a pain when you have a giant roll like this and then trying to sneak its way in there and cut it, and there's scorching and stuff, which just watch my last video from this if you're watching in order. It's just a really bad time. Very annoying to get it right. And right now it's pushing my magnet around for some reason. Don't know why. And it takes a long time to cut out these templates. Now, having a die cutter templates where I just press on here is great. But what I like about the laser projector is, imagine the projector's here and this is not here. And basically I'm just cutting this. This is flat. Imagine that. I see the design, I cut it or I mark it or whatever, and then I bring it over to the other side to work on it. It's much easier. No exhaust system for fumes. I don't have to worry about that. I also use this to exhaust fumes when I'm, using burnishing and stuff like that, or using, I forgot what it's called, but it's called something. And it looks like something's catching on fire over here. Don't know what, but it moves stuff. The laser cutter is great. I mean, I've seen people use it for leather before, but I have to open up the door to put the exhaust hose through it and do fumes, and it's just bulky. It's just so in a way, it's taking so much space for the whole enclosure, and it's just such a pain, whereas like I need to work with this leather, and I like the idea for when I don't have a die cutter designed yet and made, I'll just use the projector to project the design where I want to cut it out from on the big piece. Because if I want to cut it out from here, I have to roll stuff. And if I want more powerful lasers to cut it more efficiently and stuff, I will have to move this up, the laser cutter inside, and move all that, and while I have roll and room for this, it's such a pain. And to do it for prototyping where I just want to design something really quick, I just want something simple. So I'm gonna finish cutting all this. That took, let's see what the software says. That took 21 minutes to cut. That's a long time for this type of piece. Yes, it has a lot of stitching holes, but I can pre-punch those holes a lot faster or mark them a lot faster. I think when I did a piece like this, it took me like 5 minutes to do it by myself. So that's something to consider. All right, before I go too deep about how much I don't really hate the laser cutter. I'm just disappointed because originally I used it for cork fabric, which this stuff is pretty thin. It's like cardboard because it's wood, so it's nice, but it's too thin. And I still can cut with it with my regular trusty utility blade and things like that. But I was thinking about, well, what about all the cardboard I accumulate with my Amazon addiction? Well, it's very simple. Instead of cutting it with a laser cutter, I'll be cutting it like I would with any other fabric, but with through cardboard. And then these will be like little templates for, well, not just templates, but also help me measure things out. For example, this is what I was just doing before I hit record, is I already do all the sizing in software, but it's always good just to get an idea like how things will shape up. So this time I made a piece where it's a little bit less material, but it's enough where it fits the holes in the same slots. I am worried about how close those holes are. Because when you're in software, you're just like designing something and you're just like, oh, that's close enough. I don't know if those will snap, but hopefully not. I will know when I test it. But that's one piece, and then you go down, and then there's another, and everything just fits just right. And I use less stitching holes, but still strong where it needs to be. And plus, all this stuff will be all intertwined and very thin. I'm probably going to get rid of the laser cutter because it's taking so much space. Here's another perspective of how much space it takes. So that's the laser cutter, and then that's this thing right here. Oops, overshot it. So the idea is to move that over here, and it's smaller and it's super light, and then have the ventilation go from the door like it is now. Because right now it's just going all the way through there and it's making it cold in here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop early and figure this out. The one thing I am concerned with these templates is when I used a die cutter, it's a little bit longer on the right hand side. That's why they're left and right. So when I'm punching through the leather, like when I punch with my hole press here to do the stitching holes, it does make a difference of which direction it goes through. Maybe when I do the stitching, it doesn't matter, but it does matter. So like, can I do the dirty side or the green side or the raw side? And just that way I only have to buy one die cutter template. So like I'll get one for this and then I just flip over and do the other side, or do I do the same there? And then that way I'm only buying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I can use this with cardboard as to pick which holes to punch. But when I get a die cutter, I would have to get two of these, one without this piece right here. I don't think they're interchangeable. I don't think you could just pull out those little things. Maybe you could, the studs, you can pull them out, but it seems way too tedious where I can just buy a whole other thing. Now the laser cutter, I could make die cutters with the laser cutter, but only in the wood part. I cannot. I would have to get a special tool to set these things up to punch the holes, and also the ruling, it's called. It's basically like a laser edge all the way around here, and then that would have to be sharpened. Whereas getting a company to do it is way better because I only making so many of these. But I do like the design so far. I do want to make one where it's just basically this on both sides, so it's just one piece. The stitching will be interesting, but I think it's possible. You just attach both sides, and then what I'll do is I'll shorten this again to be the same length on the left side. That way it's symmetrical. So I think that's pretty much it for the design. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna eat something. My stomach's feeling a little bit better. I had something that I kind of regret during lunch at work. And yeah, so I'm working on trying to keep these videos short because I hate the editing process. I mean, I love to edit like funny stuff, but knowing I hate editing myself. Hear me yap, and I'm already thinking right now, oh my God, I'm doing the exact thing I'm complaining about. That'll be the end of the video. Hopefully the next one will be with the projector. I already ordered it. I hope it isn't a scam. They seem to sell on eBay and Amazon with great reviews, and it's the same company. And I did look up their business because I am that paranoid schizo person when it comes to the internet. So we'll see what happens. I can't wait to get it. And then from there.